Okay, guys, so just want to give for you, I'm assigning this to, please assign yourself fairly quickly when you have time on this one today. Or Christian, right? So everybody, please assign yourself quickly on getting this task done. So this is the page. This is the case study page. I'm gonna put this on your link. So it's going to be the Insta page here and the document. Of course, you have the link to, you could get into by the way, you don't have the link by the way. So document that you are going to copy in the page. So this is a page. So make sure you are underneath here, working less and making more section. So the first thing that you need to do is to get things done here. So I'm just going to ready group. Oops, sorry. So I'm gonna ungroup this first. So make sure you are good working with this. You see, it needs to be. I'm going to group that, and I'm going to group this. I think the video haven't been included. Yeah, haven't been included. So I'm gonna include the video. Have to make sure the video has been included. So let's go ahead and ungroup this, and let's make sure the video has been included. Group. Okay, so those are things that you just have to do, and I wanted to. No, that's not the things that you need to do. I'm just grouping this right now so that I will be able to copy and paste it easily. So this one also. So I'm going to copy, group it here. Okay, so you see that it's just a duplicate. This one here, this one I already duplicated this and pasted here. So this one I duplicated this and pasted it here. Okay, so this one here, and I already updated this. So one thing you will notice that because these are basically they need to be aligned properly. Okay, so alright, so you just have to add the content here. Okay, so let's go ahead and drag this down. So let's drag this down. So this is a Instapage training. I think you have to go through to all the other Instapage training that I sent you so that you'll be able to easily get these things done here. Alright, so let's go ahead and start working. So this is, you see, kuan man siya god, kung bisayaon ha. Atbang man siya, isi dari ang video sa isa, ang isa dari ang video, dari ang text, dari ang text. You see, i-copy, morning i-copy na ko ni siya dari, then i-paste na ko siya dari, i-ilisa na akong content, kay atbang man yung content. Okay? So, akong ibuhat is, I copy this, and paste it up here, and this is it. So, na-paste na siya. Ako na lang button is, i-replace na ko yung content here. And this is the document that you need to get the content from. And then the next thing that you need to do, and by the way, we have this episode here. So we wanted to have this episode 232. Now what I'm going to do is to make sure that I have copied this format also, this one here. So this is a podcast episode. So I'm going to copy that. So copy. See, I'm pressing the shift button. There. So click, shift, click. And then I'm going to group this. And then I'm going to copy this. Copy or duplicate, and you see that I'm able to duplicate it easily as a group, because if you individually copy them, it would take you time dragging this and pulling this down the page. Okay, so because you have to do that for individual file. So that's the advantage of having them in group. So right now, you know that this is the one that already finished working. So the Preston Bergmeyer. So I'm going to move this down because I need to insert this podcast episode on this section here. And of course, since this is still part of this of this view. So I have to remove that separator and move it down, and you see that it's now in here. And of course I think it should have a text, so it doesn't have any text here. Probably, yeah, so the text was put at the back just as I thought, right? So let's go and move this range and move this down a bit forward. So what happened? Why should I move that forward? So I think I just have to get the text move upward. There you go. So let's go ahead and restore this back, and of course we have to copy this, and there you go. So since that's late copying, we're late copying that, so let's just drag it over. You see this, make sure we're not dragging the wrong thing. Please don't mess this up, because it would again give us another time or requires more time. So now we have all this text and structure for that podcast episode. We just have to replace it with the right one. So this is a podcast episode info, so we just have to replace that here. So double click, since it's already grouped. When you are working with Instapage, you see if you click this, since you're already grouped, in order for you to access this individual part of the group, you have to double click it. So double click, and you see now I could click this and it could click edit. Okay, so I'm going to edit the text here, Control A, Control V, and that's episode 232 blah blah blah. And then of course you have to make sure that it's going to link to the right episode. So you see here, this already link here, copy, and you have to make sure that it's replaced here. Edit URL, and you have to make sure that's replaced 232, and click done. And I think we have to open this in a new tab. Right click done, and of course we have to replace the text. Copy and paste it all here. Viola. So everything is now good. So now we have to move on to the next, and this one, you see that the component of this is that we have a number, we have a name, and with the headline, and then we have a text. You see here, regenerated program generates 60K. So I just get that text from here, and then this one is going to be the additional description here. See, and then the name of the person. And then of course don't forget the number, so it's now 21. So I'm going to move this, and of course you have to make sure that you also, when you duplicate things, for example this one, so if you're going to duplicate this, make sure you are going to change the number of so it already says 21. So of course you have to move this down further. You have to move this down further. This one here, this is section, this is the section, bottom section here. You could move this bottom up and bottom down to get that done here. Okay, so get this done, and then you see that now we are having this. Make sure you copy this top line. Okay, so make sure to change the number. Okay, now we're ready in 21. It should not say 22 here. So we're changing this Stacy, because it's just a duplicated content. We're going to replace this with this one, first launch. So first launch, sorry. So since this is first launch, there's a information of working less and working more. First launch, so that means this is section. So there are sections here. So I'm going to get this remove, this one that we just copied here, because we don't need that. So this one is already 20. Oh yes. So you see here, slightly bizarre niches. So there are names there, 6-figure launch, and so on. So yeah, so we're good with the working less making more part. So we're now going to go and search the section for that. So this one, I don't necessarily need this because we're done with this section. So let's just move this up back again, and we just have to make sure that they won't align. So I'm going to delete the other one, and oops. So I'm just going to ungroup. I'm going to remove this man on the group. I'm just going to group this here. So group, and there you go. So I'm just going to, so that I could move this man separately. Oops, haven't been excluded. So remove that. So let's group this again and arrange properly and appropriately. Align them. And now you see that the man needs to be arranged at the top. There you go. So I think this is it. This is it. Alright. So 269 and 232. I think we're good. So now let's get this back, the section here, to this like that. So make sure you don't have too much extra spaces between the other. Okay, so make sure it's still looking good. Alright, so I think we're good, 19 and 20. So we're good with the working less section. So this is the working less section here, working and making more. Working less and making more. So the other section would be, you just have to find this 6-figure lunches. So you see here, the next one would be first lunch. So the first lunch is at the very top. Lunching membership, that is another section. Hitting 6-figure. So I think this is on slightly bizarre at the very top here. So this is launch your first course. So that means this is where you are going to put that. So you see here, this is Warren Cairns, and this one. So you see this is another one. So this is now slightly bizarre. So with this regard, that means you have to update the numbers because we have to insert this contacts. Okay, so for example, this Winkers, Warwick Kernes. So you have to get this person into copying this name. Of course, we have to insert them. So that first lunch, it says 1. So that means it says 2. Then if we insert another one, we have to make sure that it's going to get the next number. Alright, so let's move this a bit. I'm going to group this for now so that it's easy for me to move things around. And now you see that since this is on the left, the video is on the right, the text is on the left. So I'm going to just group this first. And I'm going to do the same thing here. So that means this one here is the one that I'm going to copy. So just make sure you are selecting the correct things. So copy. I'm just going to copy this, Control C and Control V. And you see here, so oops. So that's a problem when you don't group them first. So I'm going to do things, I'm going to group them first so that when I'm copying, I'm not going to drag the files that are not included. So first group, and then copy, duplicate. So now I could move them, and see that's the one that I'm going to duplicate because that's the opposite of this one. So now it's going to be fourth. So that means the next number of this, it's going to be updated. So let's go ahead and make this again. So we have to make sure that this one here should be 5. You see we already have 4 here. And by the way, the color of this is different. What's color? Oh, okay. So this one, right? So this one should be that color, slightly orange. Okay. All right. So now we have to change the content here. Okay. So we have to download this video. So you have to download this video, by the way. So get into this video, and you have to download this and upload this to Wistia. So you have to log into wistia.com here, and then for now I'm gonna save this. So it seems like it says unknown. So let's try, and there you go, save. So I think we have, let's just close that for now. So another thing that you need to do for this is to convert this video into a smaller file. So if it's too big, it's over 100 MB, you could convert it using Handbrake. So you have to download Handbrake and then web optimize it. Alright, so okay, I already uploaded this video here, sample work of a virtual assistant, and actually how I did this conversion thing. So you could watch this video on YouTube. I'm gonna give you the link for this so that I'm not going to get into this training over and over again. So here's the video. Instruction here. So I'm gonna remove this, by the way, so it's already been here. So instruction, and then how to convert a video using Handbrake. And you just have to skip the part here. So it's on I think starting from here. It's 3 minutes and 28 seconds. So copy. So just start from there and watch that video. Okay. I think I could get you through that. So I just get into that video and start watching how what are the settings and configuration that you need. And then this is the instruction that I'm currently recording, and there you go. So let's go ahead and proceed. And again, so you have to upload the video to this folder. It's also in that video. This is the BBDK site, and you have to log in using James Wedmore's login. So this login is already in our, I believe it's already, yes, it's already in our shared credentials. So just to make sure you have access to this. If you don't have login to Wistia, just make sure you ask it via Flock. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions. Please get these things done. So make sure you update the numbers, you position things out properly. I don't like to redo a lot of things here because you mess up. So make sure you do things. This task is fairly simple, drag and drop. And if you still get mistake on this, that means you're just too negligent on following instructions, right? So you don't make yourself being resourceful and doing things in appropriate manner. So you have to make sure that you're working appropriately in the right mindset, in the right mind, right? So I think this one needs to be duplicated, and I think I could move this part here and put it, oops, right. Alright, so that's pretty much it. It's pretty much it, guys. Kindly work on this and get this done for me. Again, change the numbers, arrange things accordingly, and then I will jump in to make any changes. Okay, so just make sure you don't mess up a lot of things here. If you have any problem, just undo. There's always undo here, right? And make sure you double check things when you are working. And I already have showed you all the things in the video, what you need to do. Just make sure you watch things carefully and work on it appropriately. Thank you so much.